Hey there guys, I'm John Campea. Thank you for visiting my movie vlog. And you know, we've known for some time that James Cameron was angling to get the Terminator franchise back up and running. In just recent months, he's talked about wanting to do a whole new trilogy. Well, today that took a big step forward, as at a private event being reported by The Hollywood Reporter, James Cameron announced that Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor herself, is actually coming back for the new Terminator films. Here's what James Cameron had to say. As meaningful as she was to gender and action stars everywhere back then, it's going to make a huge statement to have that seasoned warrior that she's become return. There are 50 and 60-year-old guys out there killing bad guys, but there isn't an example of that for women. Now, on a bit of a side note, this kind of puts the recent comments by James Cameron about Wonder Woman, saying, Wonder Woman's nothing compared to Sarah Connor, into a little bit of context, because clearly he already knew he was bringing back Linda Hamilton for that. Doesn't soften the blow of what he said, but at least it puts into a little bit more context when we know what was going on in the back of his head. Look, this is absolutely fantastic news. It's also surprising, from a surprising point of view, to see Linda Hamilton return is a surprise. Knowing that James Cameron and her used to be married, had a divorce that apparently was a little bit nasty too, but apparently they're all good and they want to work together again, so that's wonderful. But to have her come back and have Arnold Schwarzenegger come back, and they're not just cameo roles, and they're not just playing other characters. According to the report, this new movie is going to be a direct sequel to Judgment Day, Terminator 2, one of the greatest sci-fi movies ever made. Does that mean they're kind of discarding out of hand all the other Terminator films that came after that? Maybe. James Cameron didn't have a lot to do with those ones, so he might be just as happy to throw them out completely into the trash as it is. Now, for those of you who may not have heard, Deadpool director Tim Miller is on board to direct the film on a story that James Cameron himself has come up with and devised. Now, the plan is still to do this new franchise as a trilogy, and once again, picking up apparently as a direct sequel to Judgment Day. So, Linda Hamilton's coming back, and she is indeed playing Sarah Connor. And from these James Cameron comments, it sounds like she's not just going to be a passive stand or buyer. She's still going to be that action hero that we saw in Terminator 2. And on a side note, while we are making some progress and some strides, whether it's in Hunger Games or whether it's with Wonder Woman and whatever, the ultimate female badass in all of movie history, I still believe, is Sarah Connor in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. All due respect to Ripley in Aliens, absolutely, she's right up there too, but to me, that Linda Hamilton character was one of the fiercest characters, male or female, we've ever had in film. But anyway, the real question here is, what do you make of this? Are you excited to hear that Linda Hamilton is coming back to the Terminator fold? Are you excited to hear it's going to be a direct sequel to Judgment Day? Has it done anything to increase your excitement? I know it's gotten me a lot more interested because I've been a little bit pessimistic about this whole thing, but now, yeah, I admit my engine's kind of revving and I'm on board. Listen, guys, while you're here, why don't you take a second, click on the subscribe button, become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. Make sure you're following me on social media, on Facebook and on Twitter, simply at John Campea. That'll do it for me for now, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me, and until the next video, bye-bye.